Ali and Manoj, you can keep a tab on the Q&A.
Yeah, there are already 2 questions there.
Yeah, Ali, you can keep a tab, and in case if it is anything very quite urgent, you can start replying to it.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We have 1 minute to go live. So we are good to go. We'll go live.
Yes, sir.
Time. The time proves that we have come a long way to get where we are today. Dayanand Sagar University, with the legacy of 6 decades, had contrived to the achievements today and is throwing light on the way forward. Our visionaries understood the need to learn and know, to do and grow, to twiddle and tweak, creating the best of the thinkers, creators, innovators, and inventors. In fact, we believe in achieving more than ever before, instilling the commitment to strive continuously to serve the national and global needs. There are challenges we can't ignore, but remember, we are of humankind, and every objective is achievable by setting our minds, and Dayanand Sagar molds you to achieve the objectives in an environment that enhances creativity and innovation. If we all embrace the spirit that there really is no limit, if we rise to this occasion and come together across nations, if we integrate and ideate, we can make the future great and live the dream. Our legacy of education takes its root from our founding father, late Shri Dayanand Sagar, a visionary, an educationist, a powerhouse of knowledge and a believer in transforming the world, besides a leader par excellence. The institution has contributed to educating the world for over 60 years, carefully building alumni of over 100,000, including accomplished professionals, sports personalities, celebrities spread across the globe. We stand strong as a top-rated university, having 4 campuses with 350 teaching staff, educating 4,400 students with pride-filled and powerful alumni network across the globe. Dedicated faculty members who work across disciplines, collaborating and lifting us as the top university in the world, empowering the rising generation and nurturing entrepreneurs. Dayanand Sagar University. Live the dream.
A very good morning to all of you. A warm welcome on behalf of Dayanand Sagar University, Bangalore. We are here today for an exclusive session, as it was demanded by a lot of students who have registered for the Uni-Gauge examination. We got in a lot of requests for them to understand how is it that they could choose, what is it that they need to consider if they are looking at a career in computer science engineering. Everybody talks about computer science engineering. every input that they get from their friends, their relatives, their well-wishers, and the student today is confused. He is not sure today where exactly what specialization is it that he needs to do if he has to get today into the computer science engineering. Students are going to get into computer science engineering, this year, but what is it that's going to take place after 4 years when they pass out? And this is why this exclusive, power packed, high value session has been brought in by the management of Dayanand Sagar. I take this pleasure to introduce the distinguished speakers for today. Our first speaker for the day is Dr. Kb Murthy. Sir is the Professor for Computer Science Engineering and the Vice Chancellor at Dayanand Sagar University, Bangalore. Sir has also been the former Vice Chancellor at PES University, Bangalore. Sir holds a bachelor's degree in electrical power engineering and a master's degree in electrical engineering from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and a PhD in computer science and engineering from Indian Institute of Technology, Madras. Sir has worked as a research specialist in parallel computing at New Mexico State University. Sir is currently the member of the Karnataka State Higher Education Council and the Academic Senate member of IIIT Dharwad. Sir, a warm welcome to you, and I invite you to share your views and set the context for today's program. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Shinde. Good morning to all the co-panelists, Professor Viraj Kumar, Professor Prakash Raghavendra, Professor Arvind Srinivas, and all the members on the admission team who has organized this event, and particularly the students of Unique Age. I'm extremely happy to be a part of this event, making few opening remarks and also setting the context. As you're aware, Dayanand Sagar University has been trying its best to create awareness among the aspirants of engineering to know beforehand what is engineering, what are the various streams that are possible, what kind of job roles are possible, so that the students can make an informed choice. As you're aware, engineering is a renowned stream of study for a long time. And we are also aware that engineering has been ruling the entire world by solving the real-time problems. It also has a lot of positive effects on the lives of people. Recently, engineering has also got feather in its cap, having computer science and engineering added, because computer science and engineering are becoming inseparable in many ways. And all of us are aware that the knowledge of science, maths, logic, and experience are being used for creating innovations. The progressions and innovations are nothing but the recent trends. If you look at the recent trends in engineering, particularly the computer science engineering, there are lots of development that have happened, lot of new technologies have come in and getting into every aspect of life. There's no field of study today without having a component of computer science in it. More or less, computer science is going to become part of every field of study in the years to come. At this particular point of threshold, basically you're just complete your +2, aspiring to do a an engineering study, that too a computer science engineering study, you need to know few things. First, how the world is going to be in the future, what kind of changes that are going to happen, and what needs to be understood about the world, about the requirements of the future. Second, you also need to understand the program of study, though it's a computer science engineering, there are many facets of computer science engineering, which one to take, what kind of career paths that are possible, what are career roles, job roles that need to be understood. The third important thing is which university to study that program of study to succeed in a environment of the future. And you are aware that in the future, it's been predicted the jobs are going to be much higher than the jobs that we have seen in the past. Thanks to the recent developments, lot more opportunities are being created. The problem which are not solved in the past are being solved today because of the developments, because of the innovations in computer science. First and the foremost thing, there's a complex disruption that's happening in almost all the fields of science, fields of study, particularly the computer science. Therefore, with computer science becoming the forefront for all the fields of study, the existing jobs are being replaced by the new age jobs. The existing roles of job roles are being redefined. That's what we need to understand. The second, computer science has also given way for automation of jobs. Therefore, lots of existing jobs are going to be automated. New jobs are getting created. Then technology, particularly computer technology, is invading into every walk of our life, every aspect of our life, every aspect of our work. Therefore, the knowledge of computer science and computer science skills, computer science expertise become really handy in the future. Therefore, the kind of preparation to be done for the future is far different from what we were doing in the past. Then the jobs are going to be plenty in several forms. It could be a job in the industry, it could be a research career, it should be enterprise, it can be entrepreneurship, it could be anything for that matter. Ultimately, the future requires a different kind of preparation to succeed. And you also need to note that in the past, getting an admission for engineering was considered to be the prime job. Going forward, getting a placement is becoming important. Now in the future, it's been predicted going out with an enterprise idea is going to be the key. Therefore, the institutions have to get up, the students have to get up to a kind of situation required in the future. That's what all of us need to understand. The second, coming to the program of study. The program of study is not just computer science engineering. Computer science engineering has branched off to many streams. You have data science, you have IoT, you have AI and machine learning, you have cybersecurity, you have blockchain. There are several technologies which are coming to play, like cloud computing, etc. Each one of them have their own set of applications, their own set of technologies, their own set of knowledge fundamentals required. Therefore, choosing a program of study in computer science engineering also need to be decided well in advance based on two important aspects. One is your talent, means your preparation. what kind of background that you have in your +2, what kind of liking that you have. The second is a passion, or you really like to do something of that type, what you have in mind. Therefore, that's the other thing which you need to know. The third aspect is which university, which institute to pursue that program study. There are many things that you need to consider. One of the important things that you need to consider is a university which adopts the national education policy, because the new education policy and national education policy provides a lot of flexibility. Meaning, if you're going to join computer science engineering general in the first year and second year, third year, you can branch off to anything that you feel you are comfortable with. Therefore, that flexibility is one thing which is required. Second, a university which can provide you experiential learning, meaning there must be the knowledge component, the hands-on component, how to go hand in hand for succeeding in the future. This is the other aspect that's required. The third aspect that's required is a university which provides flexibility for doing a major in one subject and a minor in another subject. Is it possible for you to do a major in computer science and a minor in law? Is it possible for you to do a major in computer science, minor in music? If you can have these kinds of things, that is the one you need to select. Then multidisciplinary learning becomes very important. As I indicated in the beginning, that computer science has entered into every walk of life. Therefore, the multidisciplinary learning becomes very, very important going forward. And you also need to join a university which is ready to experiment, which is ready to try out new options. I'm extremely happy to tell you that Dayanand Sagar University has imbibed all these kinds of things, also offers the flexible study in the years to come. And this objective of this webinar is to give this awareness. Therefore, we have invited experts which have lots of experience in some of these fields. They will tell you in detail about data science, about AI and machine learning, and cybersecurity from their experience. Thereby, you get the complete knowledge of the computer science of engineering. I stop here by wishing each one of you best of luck, and also thanking the organizers for inviting me to be a part of this webinar. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. It's a wonderful guidance to all the students. So students, here it is. We start with our tech sessions. I take this opportunity and pride to welcome our speaker for the day, Professor Dr. Viraj Kumar. Sir is a consultant to the Ministry of Education, Government of India, for the National Steering Committee for the National Curriculum Framework. He holds a PhD in computer science from the University of Illinois, and he has taught computer science in US for 4 years at both a liberal arts college and a premier university which is into research. He returned to India in 2011 to pursue his passion, improving the quality of computer science education in India. This is also his primary research area. He has taught at premium institutions like the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. He serves as an elected member of the ACM India Council and was previously involved as a consultant to the Kasturirangan Committee to draft the National Education Policy NEP 2020. It's a great pride to have Dr. Viraj Kumar, and he would touch upon the topic of data science and emerging technologies. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Shinde. Thank you. So I'll just share my screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
In case any trouble, let me know. I will play it from my side.
Okay. I hope this is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to have to hold my mic really close because something is weird. So if you can't hear me, Mr. Shinde, just please let me know, and I will try and adjust from my side. Right?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
Okay, thank you very much for inviting me, and good morning to all the students. I hope this session will be interesting. I'm going to focus my remarks on these two questions. Dr. Murthy mentioned in his talk, right? One of the very important things you have to look at is where is this field going to be, not only today, but also when you graduate. So I'll talk about this in the context of data science. And let me just start by saying, if any one of us really knew where this field would be, or any of the other fields really would be 4 years from now, we'd be super rich, right? So we can't make precise guesses quite clearly, but there are certain trends that we can be absolutely certain of, right? And there are trends that are disruptive in nature. They will greatly change what work looks like, what a profession looks like. And so what I would like to share with you is what I think are very important trends to be very aware of today if you were to look at data science. And as Mr. Shinde said in his opening remarks, I will try and give you a sense of where data science is in relation to computer science, right? So you've probably, if you've seen anything about data science, you've probably seen this kind of a diagram, right? The sort of three circles Venn diagram, and data science is sitting right here in the middle of, so there's some amount of maths, particularly statistics, there's some amount of computer science, and then there is domain knowledge, right? Data science is, as I said, at this intersection, and so it's a multidisciplinary field, right? And